Hello everybody, Weem here, welcome back to Medieval Engineers. It's nighttime, it's always nighttime whenever I want to play. Typically I bring you guys in when it is sun up, but I really want to get started. I am limited on time, so while the sun is not coming over the hilltop over there as I would like it to, we're going to jump right in. Now, one of the things I want to get right to is some mining. I've got some mining I want to do. Some tunneling more specifically. I'm not necessarily after resources, in other words. I'm just trying to kind of dig for a while. I've got a bit of an idea there. And when the sun comes up, I'll show you a house I started right over there. A little hard to see because it's dark. We'll use the sunlight to show you that. You got this bag here. I have this interesting thing happening. I don't know if it's happening for others. I haven't looked into this. When I say others, I mean other servers. I know it's happening here. It's happened to Vortac, I think. Or Chloe, I can't remember, where basically if we log out and log back in, a bag is dropped with our stuff. So this is like a duplication of things that I had a little while ago when I logged out and logged back in. So I'm just kind of like leaving those when that happens. Those eventually go away. So anyway, kind of a weird thing. So I put this platform down, hammered this in. I did put some stairs and have not finished that. And what I would like to do is kind of dig this out so that I can get these stairs to come down here. And then kind of angle down this way and down into here. Now, Kolohe has dug this out. We've got some stone containers up here. We may need to put more in. I'm not really sure just yet. But I'm going to show you a little camera trick because it's kind of helped me plan this out. Basically, I want to come down here, I want to make this left-hand turn, and then somewhere right about here, if I go ahead and switch my camera around, we're going to have to bring the camera down here. It's just, I'll fly you in slowly rather than be disorientating about it. So anyway, here we are, and basically if I take the camera straight through here, let me just kind of spin this around. There you go. Look at that little view. So what I would like to do is, if this is kind of the level we're at, if we move this over, I'm going to shift to kind of make this go faster. We can pop it out here-ish, somewhere over here. And then we've got some nice access down to, I was going to say Chloe, down to Vortac and Mojo's place, as well as my house off to the side. We can have a cool little entrance here, so I may actually come down a little bit farther, I'm not really sure. But that is kind of the idea. So I want to get that started. I don't know if I'll finish that. And I also would just like to kind of fill these guys up with the resources that I get. Again, not that I'm really anxious to get a ton of stone, but hey, we're going to be digging, so we're going to get that anyway. Okay, and looking at this a bit more, I felt like I would actually come down here a little bit farther and start digging from here. I've chipped a little bit away at this, and I think we're going to have to angle it up just a little bit, but I think that's going to work out pretty well. I was getting ready to place these lights down. I do have two of them. When I use the pick, we lose the light down here. So wait a second, now I'm not losing the light? That's weird. I just lost it a second ago. Oh, because I switched to the shovel first. Okay, so I suppose I can pick and hold the torch at the same time, but that's okay. I've made the lights. I already spent the iron. So let's go ahead and place these down. We're going to put one here. I'm just going to put the other one here. Reality is, you know, I may move one in as we go, something along those lines. But anyway, this is the idea. We want to kind of dig from this point in and make that little tunnel. So on the other end, I'll probably have, you know, a door, for example, some kind of entry. I think would be kind of cool. So once again, you could run up the hill from Vortac's place or walk over from my house, which again I'll show you in a little bit. And without having to kind of make this long run around. So let me dump this off. I've actually got too much in my inventory, I think. We can go drop this off, and I can maybe give you a better idea here. So basically, right now, if you want to go to Vortac's place, you can run and hop off this cliff and go down in that direction. When you come back, it's debatable. I kind of climb this hill over here. I have to make a couple jumps and everything to get up. Or you can actually run around. Basically, the road goes all the way around there, and then it comes up here. So this tunnel basically will go from here right out to there. So hopefully that's a better indicator to you of like how much time that may save. Should make the run there a little bit easier. Plus I would just like to have a path down there, maybe some steps down once you get farther down there, something like that. Just make things a little bit easier to access from here all the way down to there. And I think, yeah, we've got a ton of dirt in here. I just put this chest up. but it's pretty full as well. We don't need the dirt. We don't need any of the sticks right now. Technically don't need these tools. Let's see, I do want the shovel. Let's get rid of the hammer. Okay, that gives us a bit more room to hold rocks, and it looks like some have hopped up here because we ran out of room to hold them. Well, I hope you guys are doing good today, tonight, this morning, whatever time it happens to be that you are watching this. Looks like we're getting to a place where I can just use the shovel, which is cool. Hope you guys are doing well. One of the comments that I had a lot of in the last video was about the camera angles I used. I was kind of goofing around with some of that stuff. I really enjoyed it. I thought it came out well. To me, just as a viewer watching the video, I felt like it made things a bit more interesting. Some of you said that. A number of you said that it was, maybe a little distracting. And then there were some that just said, hey, I don't like that at all. So I will dial back on that. It sounds like majority-wise, anyway, people prefer just the first person. Doesn't mean I'll stop doing that kind of camera stuff here and there. Maybe I'll just use that for, just effect in different areas, in different situations. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that I took note of that. We'll definitely change that up. Okay, now we're on the shovel, so we've got kind of one hand here. Now it says it's not suitable, and I think this happens when there's actually like stone nearby or on the other side or something like that. So I may need to stick with the pick for a bit longer. Just try to get through this. Let's get up here. We've got to drop some stuff off. Once again. It fills up quick. Can't throw the dirt in there. I may need to throw a chest down up here for the dirt. I may need a few chests, really. I think the hope is... Okay, so there was more stone. So just a weird patch of dirt right there. It's interesting. Just keep digging away at this here. Okay, seems the sun is starting to climb here. Just grabbed a log to make some timber. I just made some of the metal parts from some iron. Did I turn the furnace off? I think I did. Yeah. It's going to make more iron, but we just have 4 ore left. I should probably dig some out while I'm down here just to help out a little. Let's see. I actually am totally forgetting. I meant to make a chest. That was the purpose. So we're going to run back in here really quick, make a chest, because this dirt thing is getting a little annoying. Let's see. I needed you in there, and you in there. And then I can make you. Yeah, as I say, I think I just make 1. That's fine, though. Let's get back down here. So we'll be able to store some dirt. We're definitely going to have to figure out something to do with the dirt. You can actually break dirt down and get rocks from it. But, I mean, that doesn't really help all that much. So we can start throwing some dirt in there. And we do have a little bit of rock on us. That's fine. You can see I've dug in a little bit more. I moved the light inside. I probably, while I was up there, I probably should have like melted down this pick or something and remade it, because I am getting very close to breaking this. And maybe we can actually switch to the shovel. I was trying to switch to it, but then every once in a while, like this, yeah, see, this is a little too close to the stone. But I think this was okay. Yeah, one side was okay and the other side wasn't. So I said, well, I'm just going to use the pick. I'm just going to make things easy and just use one tool here. But anyway, I'm going to have to go get that repaired. But this is digging out pretty well. I've never tried to necessarily dig out anything kind of squared, but if I back out of here, you can see that this actually is maintaining a pretty good shape. So normally I'm just kind of just digging, just give me metal or give me stone, not trying to like make any kind of actual shape from anything I'm doing. But anyway, that's working out pretty well so far. Well, that was weird. I threw my axe in, melted it down, remade it, and dragged it in my inventory, and my axe icon lit back up down there, number 3 hotbar, or hotkey there, but the damage was still all the way back down. I actually had to drag it again back into place there, and it replaced it. I'm kind of curious, though. I kind of feel like testing that next time to see if it actually breaks through using it, even though it is new. I'm curious how that works. Whenever I see things like that, I've like got that urge. I've got to test it out. How does this work? Is this a bug, or is it, you know, just see exactly what's going on there. Got to get to the bottom of it. So let me kind of back up. Now, the way I'm standing here, this is kind of the, you know, the straight ahead look here. And the idea is to slope this up. I am kind of sloping up, other than this dip that I just made right here, which obviously I'll have to fill in if I care at all about this being a somewhat flat surface. I suppose if we're doing a ramp, like if I am going up, I won't really be able to put any like platform in here to walk along, because we can't do any kind of slight ramp or anything without at least laying down timbers, I suppose, which is a little bit, that's a little too crazy. So anyway, I'm really not sure. It's probably not that big a deal either to just leave it open for you to just run across this kind of like earth surface. But I did like the idea of being able to walk through on some kind of platform, like a wood floor in here or something along those lines. But I don't know, maybe that's just not a big deal, or it's not in the cards for tonight. All right, we're definitely achieving the coal. There's no coal here. We're definitely achieving the goal of gradually ramping up. And one of the things I'm doing is just kind of seeing these corners appear and just trying to keep these corners intact, and then, you know, just occasionally trying to bring this up as we go. I think it's working out pretty well. I'm really not sure how close we are. I could go into the other camera mode again and kind of clip through. It's probably not a bad idea, because I may need to, for example, level out. I may say, oh, this is a great spot to just try and keep things level, or, you know, maybe you have to go down if you know, maybe I'm going too high, I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and drop these off, and then we'll check that real quick. Let's do that. Keep forgetting I can shift click and everything will go. Let's go ahead and check that out. So if I go to this camera mode and we've left off outside, we can see how sunny it is outside now. Let's go in here. I really like this down here. So there you go. You can see we are gradually moving up, and if we kind of like, let's just pretend we leveled out here and we moved over, that's going to put us out somewhere around this tree, you know, somewhere right in this spot, which I think is okay. In fact, it might even be good if we were lowered. I don't want to have come up and then go back down, so I'll probably just level it out. We could make even right here just a little, like almost like a wood bridge to go across this gap or something, and then on down towards Vortac's place. So I think that'll work out pretty well. So in other words, I need to try and get this level at this point, which means no longer digging at this kind of square and going up, but I'm going to have to kind of dig the floor down a little bit like this, start digging down into this area, and progressing forward as such. Okay, I just thought of a little trick. I was like, let me see how flat this is. Oh, I know, I can bring a block in here. So I just grabbed a floor, and so we can see that I'm not quite level. We were raising pretty well, and I thought I was kind of leveling out. I think it is a bit more level, but I definitely need to come down more. I'm still going up a bit, which, you know, part of me is thinking that's not too big a deal when I talk about making some kind of little bridge when I pop out of here. So it's not a huge deal, but anyway, I will try and get the, you know, lower this floor down a bit here. I had a nice little square going on here for a while, but I thought, you know, I think I'm pretty flat, and that's when you take that look back, and or you pan out with the camera and you say, oh geez, I'm like not I'm disoriented. This is not as flat as I thought it was, but that's okay. Now when I last looked, I was about halfway, so I'm definitely past halfway, but you know, we're probably 60% of the way through or something like that. Let me actually, let's see, we'll just dig this last little kind of bits out here. I'm trying to get that like square formed up again if I could. Let's see if I can get this close. It's close. Go away. It's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do the camera thing again and just take that peek. So there you go. We've moved over here. Okay, so this looks like pretty level now. If I try to continue this line forward, I think we'll be pretty good. So yeah, I think we're getting there. You can see we're probably past halfway, getting pretty close. If we wanted to, we could do a little ramp up to the shack above, have like a basement, but I think that building is a bit too small for that. But anyway, we're just about there. Well, we're getting pretty close. I actually thought that popped all the way through. I was like, ah, daylight, but it looks like not quite. But I think we should be getting close, and I just broke my pick. Well, we've got some iron, so anyway, we're getting there. I guess I need to run up and make this. We do have daylight here as well, and oh man, I'm starving. So I need to eat, and I also wanted to show you the house while it was daylight, but I think we can pop through the tunnel first. Looks like we had some loose dirt pop up here. I think we can pop out the tunnel, kind of clear that spacing, and then I can show you the house. Okay, we may do this experiment. I just made this, and if I drag this to my inventory, okay, check it out. It's got nothing left on this pick. I do have enough resources to make... I guess we have enough to make 2 more picks, really. I just did the iron. I actually had to pick this up and put it back down. It acted a little goofy on me, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and try this. I've got the pick. Okay, so once I selected it, you saw the green bar fill up there. So that was all it took. I just had to do a little update. I thought I would actually get to select it. It would still be red, and then I would try picking with it and see if it like broke instantly. So I guess it's just a little, I don't know if I want to call that a bug. It's just the indicator doesn't change until you actually select it, or apparently drag it down into that slot. One of the two. Interact with that hotkey. Anyway, sorry, once again, my little fascination with how things work like that when things seem a little off. We are very close though. Almost gonna pop out there. Just gotta drop off some more of this stone. Kind of running out of places to put these. We have so much stone now. I know Vortac and Mojo have a bunch too. I'm not sure where they're mining it from though. Somewhere down there. Aha! Look at that! An opening. An opening appears. Let's back up here. Okay, so we're pretty much in line. I don't know if I'm reaching that. Get up there, Wayne. Can I crawl? Crawl jump? There we go. Sure. Looks good. Okay. Just about done here. And then, like I said, I'm going to put like some kind of doorway in here. We'll block it off for quote-unquote security purposes. Should work. And then I may explore putting in some kind of flooring through this, whether it's like a wood floor, or obviously we'd have to try to level that a bit to get that to work, but we'll see how it goes. Do we have room for this? Ooh, perfect amount. Okay, so the rest of the stone will probably end up carrying. I just want to dig this out just a little bit more, bring this down a bit, and I'm not going to work on this just yet. It looks like we're a bit high. We're kind of high off the ground here. I thought we might shoot straight out with a bridge. I could obviously lower this. I could like shave this down to where we're a bit lower and our ground level even, or I don't know. There's things we could do. Let me show you the idea. I was kind of thinking I could do something like this, right? You know, something like that, and then just carry that over to here and then maybe steps down. Something like that, but we'll see. This is good enough for now. I don't want to dig this down yet because it would be a much larger opening. So I'm going to think about that a bit first, because I may just want this to be a doorway there. But let's go ahead. I'm going to walk you over to the house, at least what I have so far. I'll show you what that's looking like. And yeah, we made it. Okay, so as we come out of the tunnel, this is the approach. Down below you can see Vortac and Mojo's place. They've actually split that in half. They each have a side. They've got a cart down there and the start of a wall. They want to surround the place in a wall and then have some other structures inside that area. If I look back above, you can see that's where the shack is. We got the tunnel that just popped out, and I thought that it would be cool to put my house here with this really cool view. I still have a couple more pieces to hammer in. You can see I've still got this doorway and this wall, but the other stuff, at least for the first floor, are done. So basically you walk in here, and of course, Weem being Weem, I've got to have things symmetrical. So we've got that. I'm kind of thinking I might just keep this to one floor. I do, as I mentioned in the last episode, I want to keep things simple. So anyway, I may do a second floor, I'm not really sure. When you come out here, this will be a balcony. I'll put railings along here. But this is what I've got so far, and I put stairs down, of course, on both sides. So I may do some timber railing along here. If I hop off of here, you'll see the foundation is actually back there. I don't have a foundation underneath what is this deck. And I don't plan on doing that either. I may put like a timber down, you know, in certain places to give it that look like it's supported. Not really sure just yet though. Alrighty, well that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Medieval Engineers. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching, and remind you that down in the description I've got a link to both Vortac and Mojo's channels. At this point, they actually have more Medieval Engineers content on this server than I have. This is only my second episode. They've done multiple episodes, they've done some live streams. So down below, like I said, I'll have links to their maybe their latest video or their channels at the very least, something like that down there. So check them out if you get a chance. I would really appreciate that. They would really appreciate that. They're making cool content. So anyway, again, we'll leave it at that. Thanks as always for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.